give you the best of my knowledge. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. First card coming out for this reading was, it was great to hear from you. Somebody here, you met them, but you was already in this self-discipline energy. The number 4 was with you. But we have here, don't break your abstinence because your urges are taking over. Control yourself. So you ended up just locking eyes with somebody or locking energy with somebody. And even though your paths were supposed to cross each other's, it wasn't supposed to be like jumping each other's bones, okay? You was going through massive genetic upgrades too. And I feel like a lot of things could have been going on with your pheromones as well. But if this person didn't know what was going on with you, you was making the proper changes to shift into the proper energy. And they was like fitting the bill, okay? And this person thinks that you're very beautiful. You thought that they was beautiful as well. But the contract that you and this person had, with their soul contract, twin flame contract, whatever it may be, that contract needs to be looked at professionally. So it didn't need to be no mingling if there was any mingling, okay? It wasn't supposed to be no sexing if there was any sexing, okay? When it came down to it, you could have been looking for housing, or this person could have been looking for housing. You can now have housing, and this person is now watching you be successful. And they're like, yo, but you're like, yo, there are openings available for affordable housing, so let's talk about it. So this person want to talk to you about it. All right, they know where they can reach you. They know your number. They know your Instagram. They know your email. So they can definitely get in contact with you, and y'all can talk about this and figure something out. All right. But making the proper changes to shift into the proper energy, it's because you had this true calling going on with you. You was being called to do so. You was being called to self-discipline yourself, okay? We have her get out of your routine. We have her talk to strangers, wear something different, go to a new grocery store, make dinner for someone who you want to get to know better, change toothpaste, go to a movie at 2 p.m., learn 3 new jokes, walk taller, notice 5 awesome things you never noticed about your home, your beliefs, your mother, your face. Do things that pull you out of your routine, and you'll be amazed by the new realities that were there all along that suddenly present themselves. So you could have been in this energy because you already have a stable routine, but you was in this energy of get out of your routine, and it led you towards somebody. All right? It led you towards somebody, and you was in this energy of getting present. Stop and notice how you feel right now. Feel the air on your skin. Feel your heart beating. Notice the energy inside and outside of you buzzing. Shut off your thoughts and feel your connection to source. Breathe. The more time you spend in the moment, the richer your life will be. Yeah, you wanted something to shift. Making the proper changes to shift into the proper energy. So yeah, you just started to do that. And we have here, the only failure is quitting. Everything else is just gathering information. And this is like correlating with my last reading that I just did. All right, so when the alchemist has to make the energy move, or something has to get going, this is kind of like what I was talking about, but these cards are more reading exactly into what I was talking about. You have to get out of your routine because you was very in your routines and very self-disciplined, and then you surrounded yourself around energies, but in that reading it wasn't the correct energies to surround yourself with. So now, since we know better, we're gonna do better. Because we have here, it was great to hear from you. Somebody wants to get in contact with you. What is this about? Something that you said, something that you did, your vibe, your presence is missed, loved dearly. And somebody here, you truly do play in the elements. I'm not going to say play in the elements, okay? You craft, okay? And whoever you met while you was getting out of your routine, they're laughing at this contract that they have with you. All right? They already know that you're beautiful. They already know that you're a sacred goddess. And what we have here, you make me want to stay and talk to you and listen to you. But you was going through massive genetic upgrades. All right? Because I'm getting like, I'm telling you, you wasn't supposed to be sexing nobody or anything, being generous with the punani when your paths was crossing each other. All right? People were just supposed to see this new energy that you was in. All right? And they was probably thinking that you was snobby, like rich girl, rich guy, and that you wouldn't cough up no information, but you're the type to not gatekeep. You coughing up the information, period. What's this? It was great to hear from you. Yeah, after somebody heard from you, they started dancing, feeling the feels, really in the motion, like thinking about you. Shit. Love spells could have been done unconsciously. You or this person could be laughing at y'all contract together. Because you want to do a lot of giving to this person and receiving from this person. And the same could be said for this person. And it was a good time for you to come out and celebrate because you was already doing your self-discipline. So when Spirit said, come out of your routines, get out of your routines, do something different, shake up the energy, let's get something going. Yeah, you're that A+ student who was allowed to go and do that. And somebody here, you found divine feminine in the wild, or divine masculine found you in the wild, and y'all was attracted to each other. You could have been given to this person could have been given to you. But this is your true calling. Something needs to be said out loud here when it comes to that. This is your true calling. Because I'm getting, a lot of people getting it twisted. They was thinking that you was feeling some type of way about yourself, feeling discouraged. You told these energies, or this person in particular, that housing is available. Mother Nature, I've been putting this message out for like a week or two now. Mother Nature, as soon as you take your foot off the doorstep, Mother Nature is going to help you and guide you and support you. You're not alone on your journey, even though it may seem like that at times. You are not alone. Yeah, it's the king that is saying it was a pleasure to meet you. It was a pleasure to hear from you. When two worlds collide, you get the people in the government, everybody taking their sides. But somebody here was on your team, was on your side here. But they would have to sacrifice a lot of their habits and things of that nature to be with you. They knew this. You were their biggest temptation when you came around. When you got out of your routine and you started coming around somebody, you were their biggest temptation. Period, point blank. They could have been projecting something onto you where, oh, you ain't got no confidence, you ain't got no courage. No, that was a projection. Right there on the charger. You could have invited this person to your home, or they could have been invited, or you could have been invited to their home. But somebody here, they definitely knew that you was the prize, that you was big mama energy. You did nothing but wish them the best of luck for themselves and on their journey. You wish them love and protection every time you guys said your byes to each other. See you soon. But somebody could have been, what is this? That's what I'm getting. Somebody could have been willing to sacrifice your ass, though. They could have sacrificed somebody in the past. Now they're in this energy of forgive me, forgive me. It's not towards you, though. Probably is, because they was in the energy to possibly do that to you, too. Because somebody here wasn't expecting you to truly love them for who they are. And the king and queen is coming on top of each other. Like, you guys, like, I'm getting y'all both could have been thinking this. Or if they thought something, you had something to think back to them. This person was realizing that the stage was being set for them to change their life, and it was up to them to change for the better or not. For some, they chose to do right by you and others and change their way of life. For others, they chose to be naughty, all right? Bad acting, spoiled, outrageous. and coming at you some type of way with projections. You seen it coming because that's just the way of the world. You know that. But you feel some type of way because you was like, damn, I really felt like building something with this energy. I'm getting y'all was vibing with each other, but it was other factors playing in this. It's like them knowing that you're good people, that you're good company, that you're beautiful. They completely know that you are beautiful, all right? But you're also self-disciplined, and they could feel where you was coming from. But how the queen and king came on top of each other, but now these two are coming one on top of each other. Like, this person wants to be above the bullshit, just how you're above the bullshit. But it's always dependent on who you're surrounded by. So this person could have been surrounded by bad energy. Then in turn making them the bad energy to be around as well. But you was curious, going over there, wondering about them. And looky here. You can't say that you didn't know no better. But like I said, you was desiring to be around this person, but they were desiring to be around you as well. But when it came down to it, this person, bad environment, other people played a role in telling this person that you was sneaky, or some shit. But it's sad when everything is just designed to be that type of way or to look that type of way. Whole time you was headed towards this. To be at the top of the wheel, and you didn't mind taking somebody with you. I'll say it again. They saw your energy for exactly what it was. You look like you could make anything possible for yourself. Not only was you treating yourself, you was treating others. You was a free spirit. You was free. You was free. You was free. You would show up for yourself, show up for others, treat yourself, treat others. Show people that you could also gain this wealth, break free, and gain your own gold at the end of the rainbow. But they like, I got the power. They're like, shit, I gotta have the power within me. Like I said, you just can't be the only one out here lighting their path, though. Lighting the path up and letting these good things come in. But I think this is what other people were saying as well. Comparing you to others. Who is this person? Who do they think they are? This person could clearly see that you are beautiful. You that girl. You that man. You that man. But had other people saying that you weren't. All right? And that other people was better. And then comparing you with others. Because this person probably in the past felt like they had to sacrifice somebody who wasn't no good for them. Because other people said once upon a time that they weren't, that whoever they was with or interested in was going to do them dirt. So they had to do that person dirt, which ended up in them sacrificing somebody or getting rid of them, like literally. And then when it came down to you, they did the same thing. Whoever was surrounding this person was like, this person going to do you dirt. All right, you're going to have to do them dirt. But instead of like it ending with you being unalive, it was just like a slap on the wrist type shit. But they was being told things. That you're not here to restore them, you're here to destroy them. And if you ask me, that's the work of the devil right there, saying that type of shit. But we have here, the only failure is quitting. Everything else is just gathering information. You was somebody, the divine told you it was your true calling. It kind of felt like a own break, on vacation type shit. But it was your true calling to go out there and get out of your routine and to do it. And not doing it would be some form of failure. And you have to get real present with yourself in the situation. Because of course you're going to come close to somebody with eyes for you, or somebody want to talk to you or some shit like that. Damn, like, what if they're not good for me? It's crazy because how's my number ones and my number twos? Okay, we got somebody out here. They're like, hello, hi again. Saying hi, you feel me? Then we got this motherfucker here. Yeah, I just gotta ignore them.